up, Omaha hits 1 million and what the milestone means for the city's future.
Then, see how Omaha's affordable housing crisis deepens amid the rapid growth.
Later, we'll take a look back as we celebrate CFAM's 20th anniversary.
All this and more on the Omaha News.
Good afternoon, I'm Morgan Gardner.
And I'm Grace Huffstetler. Omaha has officially joined the ranks of mid-sized metro areas with more than 1 million residents. With a 3.45 increase since 2020, experts say that it could have real impacts on how the city grows in the future. Join me as I take a closer look on what this means for Omaha's future. The Omaha metro area has surpassed the 1 million mark in residency. While headlines broke in March, the U.S. Census Bureau count was made in July 1st, 2024, totaling 1,001,010 residents across 8 counties in Nebraska and Iowa. Josie Schaefer, the director of the Center for Public Affairs Research at UNO, says international migration was a key factor, not because of a recent influx, but because the census changed how it counts people already living here.
They were likely here between 2020 and 2024. They probably came in sometime in that range. We've just been undercounting.
Schaefer also says Omaha continues to grow through natural change and people are moving here for job opportunities and quality of life. Reaching 1 million residents isn't just a milestone, it's a turning point. And local planner says how we'll grow next will define Omaha's future. Mike Helgerson, executive director of the Metropolitan Area Planning Agency, calls the milestone a gut check for regional growth. MAPA coordinates long-term planning across the Omaha metro area, focusing on compact development, transit options, and smarter infrastructure. Helgerson says Omaha's growth is because of collaboration between the different counties.
Seeing other metros really succeed is in their ability to cooperate across jurisdictional boundaries.
With Omaha now considered a mid-sized metro, there is now more intention to making infrastructure and policy decisions.
Looking out ahead, it's really kind of that same conversation about making intentional decisions as policymakers about how communities grow and how we're making the most out of the opportunities that we have.
The Census Bureau also says Nebraska itself has reached 2 million residents in total, and now Omaha is the 55th largest metro city in the United States.
You know, Grace, you're 1 in a million to me. But hitting that million resident milestone isn't just a number to celebrate. For many Omaha families, it comes with real challenges, especially when it comes to finding an affordable place to live. The cost of renting in Omaha is climbing. It's becoming impossible to keep up. Reporter Andrew Coughlin takes a closer look.
As Omaha grows, so does the squeeze on affordable housing. According to the Urban Land Institute, Omaha is short more than 15,000 affordable rental units for households earning less than $40,000 per year. Sprawling ever westward, Omaha has grown to such a size that in recent decades, it has come to include the outlying Elkhorn and Ralston areas, and the population has followed. With a growing population comes a growing population income gap, leading to unequal distribution of wealth across the Omaha metro.
We see where there's a greater gap between individuals who have enough wealth to own a home and feel really stable and substantial in their home ownership or in their housing situation.
As rents have steadily increased across the metro, landlords are saying they felt the squeeze too, unfortunately being forced to pass the buck on to tenants. Far more complex than just greedy landlords, repairs and maintenance costs play a huge role in the issue.
So they want us to provide lower income rentals to people, but yet my taxes double and my insurance doubles, and inflation to get anything fixed costs me 2 to 3 times as much.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau, last month, the Omaha metro area surpassed 1 million residents for the first time ever. While local landlords and government agencies do what they can to try to keep up with the surge in demand, living space certainly comes at a premium. With the Omaha News, I'm Andrew Coughlin.
As Omaha works to close the gap, advocates say long-term solutions will require both public and private investment.
It's a celebration at the Philadelphia Zoo as 2 longtime residents make history with some tiny new arrivals. For the first time in the zoo's 150-year history, critically endangered Galapagos tortoise hatchlings have been born. The 4 babies are the offspring of Mommy and Abrazo, the zoo's nearly 100-year-old tortoise pair and oldest residents. Each hatchling weighs about as much as a chicken egg and is currently being cared for behind the scenes at the Reptile and Amphibian House. The zoo says more eggs may still hatch and calls the event a major milestone for conservation and a moment of pride for the city.
I like turtles.
It's actually a tortoise, but I like turtles too. After the break, Omaha Tattoo Festival celebrate art, identity, and personal stories.
Then, see how Omaha's ethical... Okay.
That was my bad. I started too soon.
Perform. Communicate. College of Communication, Fine Arts, and Media.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha's bookstore is home to more than books. The UNO bookstore accommodates all students' needs with phone and laptop repairs at the iFix UNO station or free residence hall delivery. The bookstore, located in the Milevale Student Center, is full of Maverick merchandise. Find sweatshirts for chilly Nebraska days or cozy UNO mugs for every coffee fix. Shop anytime at unobookstore.com.
3,000 student athletes from 9 institutions, competing in 19 sports for national prominence, striving for excellence in academics and athletics, seeking to become champions. Nearly 100,000 students and more than 800,000 alumni celebrate Summit League student athletes and their rise to reach the summit. The Summit League, where tomorrow's leaders strive to reach the summit today.
Ink, expression, and artistry took center stage at Omaha's annual Tattoo Arts Festival this weekend. Reporter Ashton Kay took a more personal look inside.
At Omaha's annual Tattoo Arts Festival, artists from around the country convene to celebrate the art form that is tattooing. Lenny Ho is a multi-talented artist who traveled from Los Angeles for the festival.
I've been doing wood cutting for about 15 years, printmaking, painting before that, back in high school, college, and then tattooing roughly about 5 years. The way I see tattoos is they're almost like a visual narrative of the individual. So one thing might be the same subject matter for another person, but a completely different meaning or story behind that imagery. And for me, I think that's the cool thing about tattoos, is that it allows that person to kind of create a visual representation of who they are and their interests or their personality or their history.
At least for me, Ho's philosophy on why we get tattoos is spot on. The reason doesn't have to be some profound, life-changing story. I get tattoos that I think look cool, but what I like is often a reflection of who I am. Especially in a country that values individuality as much as our own, having this level of certainty in what you like despite an ever-changing culture is respectable. For the Omaha News, I'm Ashton Kay.
A little pain for a permanent piece of art, and maybe even a deeper connection to identity. Whether you're a collector or just curious, Omaha's Tattoo Arts Festival offered a vibrant reminder that body art is as much about the person as it is the picture.
The world of fast fashion is ever-changing, with new trends replacing old ones at increasing speed. Reporter Abigail Gosick says the rise of sustainable fashion is gaining traction in response.
A report by Uniform Market states that fast fashion consumers are wearing garments 7 to 10 times before trashing them. Traditionally, fashion trends emerged with each spring, summer, and autumn-winter season. Today's landscape of fast fashion and social media have seen an explosion of micro-trends that burn bright and fizzle out in days, according to Good On You. Conscious Collections Fest coordinator Lauren Bates says the pressure to be fashionable has changed the way people view clothing.
It used to be that we would purchase only a few things a year, like maybe 5 items. And so we would invest in those items. Now we've kind of shifted the narrative of clothing being disposable, not as investment pieces.
As fast fashion continues to dominate markets, the demand for sustainable fashion has grown stronger. The American University of Paris reports that the slow fashion movement started in the early 2000s. A 2025 worldwide survey by Statista reports over 70% of respondents consider sustainability when purchasing clothing.
In the age of fast fashion, events like the Conscious Collections Fest are just one way for the community to learn about sustainably building their wardrobe.
The slow fashion movement has garnered entire communities centered around ethical fashion. The Omaha Conscious Collections Fest focuses on sustainable fashion by emphasizing thrifting, mending, and upcycling clothing rather than buying new. Leah Miles, owner of Shipment Vintage, says the festival started last year as a small fashion show.
And we did the first one and it was like really a hit. Like we just had our friends as models and it was truly just for our own enjoyment. Like we just wanted to do something fun and it took off.
The United States Environmental Protection Agency reports 11 million tons of textiles were delivered to landfills in 2018. As it gets warmer, refreshing your wardrobe by visiting a local thrift store or refreshing something you already own can help make for a more fashionable summer in Omaha. Back to you at the studio.
Thanks, Abby. Well, in sports news, the Florida Gators are national champions once again. Florida took home the 2025 NCAA men's basketball title after a nail-biting 65-63 victory over Houston in a championship game. The Gators overcame a 12-point second-half deficit to clinch their third national title and their first since 2007. Senior Will Richard led the charge with 18 points, while Walter Clayton Jr. was named the tournament's most outstanding player. It was a historic night in San Antonio, and a comeback Gator fans won't soon forget. Thank goodness one of my 8 brackets didn't get busted this year.
A movie theater in Bergen County, New Jersey is cracking down after chaos during a screening of the Minecraft movie. Township Theater in Washington is now banning unaccompanied minors from seeing the film after a large group of unsupervised boys reportedly caused disruptions, including vandalism. Uproar and cheers at the Minecraft movie have become a national trend, specifically during the chicken jockey scene. Township Theater staff says they received several complaints from families who were just trying to enjoy the show. Going forward, minors must be accompanied by a parent or responsible adult to attend the movie.
Chicken jockey?
Chicken jockey.
After the break, UNO adds a Japanese minor after years of student demand.
There seems to be like this gathering right here of really great minds and really great ideas.
I think it's a great moment, to teach a UNO student.
Being here, I get like a jump start on my journalism career.
I found a lot of people that are interested in like the same things as me.
Sort of a lifetime changing career for me and the best way it could happen.
I never thought I'd be standing in the clouds looking down on the ancient ruins of the Incan Empire. I never thought I'd live among the street artists in Valparaiso. I never thought I'd make friends that would last a lifetime.
Adventure's out there, and as Mavericks, it's up to us to find it.
Stop thinking, start doing. Visit educationabroad.unomaha.edu.
The 13th Floor magazine is a student-run campus literary journal that features poetry, creative nonfiction, fiction, microfiction, screenplay, and visual art from UNO students, alumni, faculty, and staff. It is produced by the students in the Writers' Workshop Literary Magazine course. New issues of the magazine are published every spring with a public launch party to celebrate its release.
Welcome to Spotlight Omaha, your front row seat to the stories that shape our city. From the latest local headlines to hidden gems, inspiring people, and groundbreaking innovations, we shine a light on what makes Omaha truly special. Whether it's community voices, business breakthroughs, or cultural highlights, we've got it all covered. So sit back, stay tuned, and let's dive into the heart of the metro. Good afternoon, I'm Paxton DeVault. A new academic program is giving students at the University of Nebraska-Omaha more than just knowledge. It's giving them recognition. UNO has finally launched a Japanese major, opening up new possibilities for students interested in the language and culture. Reporter Jade Thornton has the story.
At the University of Nebraska-Omaha, Japanese classes have always drawn a passionate group of students. But up until now, there was no minor for them to work toward. Alex Tippett is one of many students who have taken multiple semesters of Japanese, motivated by interest, but wishing there was something more to gain.
It's all these students were taking Japanese, but then in the end, they didn't really have anything to show on their transcript because it didn't really go towards anything. And I think this opens the door for a lot of people to kind of find a reason to take Japanese besides thinking it's enjoyable and something that they're interested in. It gives them it also gives them some payout.
As more students kept coming back to Japanese classes, the question became clear. How could UNO turn that interest into something more?
So we want to be able to diversify what we offer, address students' needs, and help them achieve their personal goals and desires. We have lots of students who just love the language and the culture and anything associated with it, and we just don't have anything to offer to them, and we wanted to do that.
The new minor plans to expand with more language courses, as well as culture-based classes. The head of the language department hopes this will give students a deeper understanding of both the language and the world around it, along with something official on their transcript. It also opens the door to future opportunities, from studying abroad to careers in global communication. This is Jade Thornton for the Omaha News.
The new Japanese minor will officially launch this fall at UNO, giving students a formal path to explore their interest in the language and culture. More information is available through the university's Department of Foreign Languages. Are you looking for something to do this weekend? Got kids? Like Legos? Maybe don't have kids, but like Legos? Lawrence & Gardens has just the exhibit. A familiar favorite has returned, featuring stunning sculptures made entirely out of Lego bricks. I take you inside the exhibit. From a majestic monarch butterfly to a beautiful hummingbird hovering over a flower, the Sean Kenny Nature Connects exhibit at Lawrence & Gardens features 18 extraordinary sculptures built from just Legos. With more than 275,000 Lego bricks, this vibrant and spirited exhibit not only conveys the beauty of nature, but highlights the connections between living creatures that support our ecosystems. Lawrence & Gardens is a 100-acre garden hidden in the heart of Omaha with over 20 different themed gardens. The Lego exhibits are woven into the home of the plants with signs featuring educated descriptions. Hands-on activities are also available for children, encouraging them to participate in the fun. Omaha resident Kendall Luna shares her experience as she visits the garden for the first time with her children.
I saw they had a Lego exhibit here, and the girls were really excited to come see it, so after kindergarten roundup this morning, we drove over and we took the tram all the way down to the Rose Garden, and this was really cool. I've seen some amazing things today.
Whether you're a child or a kid at heart, visitors have the opportunity to engage in their own creativity by building their own Lego masterpieces. Local traveler Amanda Arkfeld and her mother-in-law, Sarah Stratton, expressed their love for the Lego exhibit.
This is my first time at Lawrence & Gardens, and I was really blown away. It's very well curated. I am from Omaha, and I've been here many times, and the Lego exhibit is one of my favorites.
Sean Kenny's Nature Connects exhibit runs now until May 18th, with daily hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., 7 days a week. The Nature Connects exhibit will be on display at Lawrence & Gardens through May 18th. For more information and hours, you can visit lawrencegardens.org. That's a wrap for this semester's edition of Spotlight Omaha. Thanks for joining us as we shine a light on the people, places, and stories that make our city one of a kind. Be sure to stay connected with us for more updates, keep exploring, keep engaging, and keep celebrating all that Omaha has to offer. Join us next semester for more.
You are a maverick. You stand ready to change the world. You are an innovator with bold ideas and a vision for the future. You are determined to turn your dreams into reality. You are a leader, committed to making a difference. With Omaha as your campus, you're at the center of it all. Here at UNO, you dare to dream, to innovate, to lead, to shape a brighter future. You are a maverick.
Coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Faded press to a full.
The Omaha News has been around for quite some time now. Our show actually predates the college we call home by a couple years. We'd like you to join us in celebrating the College of Fine Arts, Communication, and Media's 20th anniversary by looking back at our origins, thinking a bit about the future, and seeing how a recent graduate benefited from their time in the School of Communication. Here's a short piece made by Henry Talaco and myself.
From the UNO Television Studios, the University of Nebraska at Omaha Department of Communication presents the Omaha News.
Our show first went on the air in 2003. It was the brainchild of Professor Chris Allen and our college's current dean, Michael Hilt.
And what we were searching for was a way to allow the students to have, as near as we could develop, a real-life experience of working in a newsroom and everything that went along with that.
Good afternoon, I'm Maggie Johnston. So I've done reporting, I've now done anchoring, I've done producing, I've done directing. So I feel like I've got a good wide set.
The experiences that I've got this year have been ones that I'm like, okay, now I really think that I can do this professionally.
It's designed to be the final class, the bringing together of all of the student experiences in all of the classes leading up to the capstone. How to shoot, how to edit, make it look good.
With all the health warnings on the hazards of secondhand smoke, it is no wonder that Nebraska is talking about banning smoke from its restaurants and bars.
Issues changed, but we've kept the same principles through the years. The goal of the Omaha News has always been to push students a bit out of their comfort zone by showcasing Omaha stories, not UNO stories. Final portfolio should be bursting at their digital seams by the end of 2 semesters on the newscast.
You should be able to put your final project together and turn it in for the grade or whatever, and you get the grade, but at the same time immediately pivot, and if there's a job opening you want to apply for, take it to that job, the final project, and apply. That's the level it should be.
Samantha Pastorino did just that. You may recognize her from our shows last year, but she's already landed a job at KETV.
Yeah, right now, just 2 months after graduation, I'm working at KETV. My job title is the morning traffic anchor, and then I'm a reporter, so I get to do a little bit of both. I'm in studio all morning, and then I still get to tell stories, still get to help report in the noon. I even still get to turn feature pieces, which is incredible. It's awesome. What I think is so cool is the Omaha News is an internship. I mean, what you're doing is you're essentially interning for a news production. I mean, we put on a real live broadcast, and we get to see all of the different positions that you can do in that.
You have to understand that technology will always change. So there are certain parts of it that you can control and do well, because certain parts will never change. How well you write, how well you craft a story, tell a story, that's consistent. Over all of those years, that's the same thing. How you deliver it, the technology, that's what will change.
My name is Lyle Kukeski. I'm the producer-director for UNO Television. Right now, UNO Television is at this hilltop where it needs to make a decision on kind of how it's going to help the success of future students, and I think investments inside the studios are going to be substantial, and I feel like that's kind of my role here, is to kind of help take that next step and make sure that the students have what they need to succeed.
We're here and we're growing, and I hope the students understand the experience they're getting, because they'll look back on this day, and I've had graduates comment to me about that. They didn't really know what they were experiencing while they were doing it, but once they left and went other places and other jobs, they then realized the great experience, the great training they received at UNO.
The Omaha News is just one small piece in a much larger puzzle that is the College of Fine Arts, Communication, and Media. By restructuring into what we know today, the Creative College physically stretches across much of Dodge campus, with Strauss Performing Arts Center and the Weber Fine Arts Building being focal points. Hilt said the students deserve to be celebrated on their 20th anniversary of UNO's youngest college, and if anyone were to do so, it would be us. That's all for today. Join us next semester for more news and entertainment in the Heartland. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and at UNO, the Omaha News, or find our website for even more news and stories at unomahanews.com. From all of us here at UNO Television, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next semester.
There seems to be like this gathering right here of really great minds and really great ideas.
I think it's a great moment, to teach a UNO student.
Being here, I get like a jump start on my journalism career.
I found a lot of people that are interested in like the same things as me.
Sort of a lifetime changing career for me, and the best way it could happen.
For more than 20 years, only one program has addressed topics that matter to viewers. Only one program delivers the information that Nebraskans need to live the good life. I'm Kathy Wyatt. Join my guests and me as we discuss those issues every week on a program we call Consider This.